Let me ask you this. Vice President Atiku Abubakar said, you did not tell him before leaving the PDP. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Let me tell you, Shehu, Vice President Atiku remains my respected elder brother. And what his comments is true. When I left the PDP, I did not tell him and other respected people in my life, including my family. There's a time in your life that you take a decision which you consider appropriate for your own future, that you just have to do it because you don't want people to talk you out of it. And this I did to the best interest of my future and in best interest of Nigeria. Recall that when I left PDP, I did say, I'd rather do the right thing and fail than do the wrong thing and succeed. And that's what I did. I took that decision in consideration that it does not in any way inconvenience or affect any other person except me.
So on a normal day, would you have, apart from the fact that you didn't want anybody to talk you out of your decision of moving away from the PDP, on a normal day, would you have spoken with him? Would you have seek his audience, perhaps ask for his permission or advice before leaving the PDP?
Not really. That's why respectfully, after 1 or 2 days taking that decision, I elucidated it in a written message to him saying I had to go because of the circumstances I found myself and where I found myself and what was happening to me and what I think is appropriate to do. And I know, knowing him, he respected my decision. And like I said, he remains my very respected elder brother.
Let's make reference also to what former Vice President Atiku Abubakar also said about you. He said it will be a miracle for you to win the presidential election. How would you react to this?
Well, so miracle is at the root of our faith. What strengthens our faith is miracle. For me, since I started this political journey, my achievements and records have all been miracle. Have all been miraculous. If you check, I ran for governor in a party that was less than 1 year old. When I started in 2003, I won the election. They declared somebody else. I went to court. Everybody said it's impossible. There's no way. It's never happened before. After 3 years, the court declared me the winner. I was sworn in. 6 months, I was impeached alongside Fayose and Darie. I went to court. Again, I became the first governor to come back from impeachment. So I was the first governor to win through the court, first to come back from impeachment. And then in 2007, about 1 year in office, I conducted the election, and Anyuba won and was sworn in as governor. I went to court again to seek the interpretation of our constitution that my tenure is 4 years. Everybody said it will never happen. Again, the Supreme Court declared me the winner, which is why you have staggered the election in various states today. So I became the first governor to seek interpretation of the constitution. On tenure of the governor, I became the first governor. In Anambra State, over a period of 40 years, from Jinwe days in old Anambra State, I was the first governor to serve 2 tenures. I can go on and on and on and tell you so many things that have happened in this my journey that one can say is a miracle. And I'm looking forward to the next miracle next year to complete the miraculous journey of my political life.
So again, Mr. Atiku Abubakar also said that your popularity is only on social media, that 90% of the northern voters are not on social media. Do you think that his position is a true picture of the state of Nigeria's politics, and how would this affect your chances?
Well, I agree with him with what he said. It's one of the problems we are going to solve after my miraculous emergence, to deal with the issue of educating those, if it's true that 90% that are not on social media, what you need is to, I was saying that I was going to invest in education. We need to educate them. We need to ensure that they equip them, because the population is mentioned is actually the teeming population we need. When I say the North, the vast land of the North is our next oil, this is the population that I need to be able to turn that asset into production. They are the assets I need for the factories. Processing factories are going to be located in Kaduna and Kanu to be able to produce those agricultural products, to process them for export. So, yes, we'll deal with it, but I assure you that we're not just on social media. People are also listening to us, and they know we have something to offer. And I'm sure that's what he wants to do as well. These are people we all need to educate and help.
Aren't we? We are. Well, let's begin what's trending. Many Nigerians have reacted with outrage to the viral video showing terrorists who attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train on March 28th, flogging some of the victims they abducted during the attack. In the video, one of the terrorists vowed to kill the victims and sell them off as slaves, and also threatened to abduct President Muhammadu Buhari and the governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, if their demands are not met by the federal government.
Amma gwamnatin Najeriya saboda rashin kula ta hana ƴan uwanmu su karɓo mu. A dalilin haka muke kira ga manya-manyan ƙasashen duniya irin su Ingila, su Amerika, su Faransa da sauran international community, su Saudi Arabia, da su shigo wannan al'amuran su ga cewa an samu maslaha. Saboda mutanen nan a gaskiya a niyyarsu ma ba su so mu kwana sati ɗaya ba, kwana 7 a biya musu bukatunsu don su sake mu. Amma gwamnatin Najeriya ta yi biris da wannan al'amari, ta nuna ba ruwanta. A dalilin haka muke ƙara kira ga manyan ƙasashen duniya irin su Faransa da Saudiya da Saudi Arabia da Ingila da Amerika da su taimaka, da other international communities, su United Nations, su ECOWAS, su OAU, da su shigo su taimake mu don su ga an samu maslaha mun koma ga iyalanmu.
Wato farko dai zan yi kira ne zuwa ga wannan shegiyar gwamnati, wato gwamnatin Buhari, kasashiyar gwamnati wanda ta sha cika baki akan cewar tana ganin za ta gama da addinin Allah. Wallahi bata isa ba. Buhari ka sani da kai da mataimakinka da sauran wato irin kai irin su Faransuwa Holland da sauran wato shugabannin iskanci na duniya, shugabannin kasashen duniya waɗanda ku kuka rike su a matsayin shugabanni. Wallahi ba ku isa ba. Addinin Allah ya riga da ya tashi kenan. Wallahi ba ku isa ku gama da addinin Allah ba. Kuma Allah ya tayar da addininsa, wai ku don kofar da shi. Wallahi ba ku isa ba. Saboda haka mu bayi ne na Allah, kuma addinin Allah muka ce za mu yi. Saboda haka mu muna da tabbacin wallahi Allah zai taimake mu akan ku. Wallahi mu hadafin mu ku sani ba wai Najeriya bane kawai, duniya muka sa a gaba. Kada ku ga cewa kamar wai mun yi wannan aikin kawai ya tada muku hankali. Wallahi daga cikin ayyukan da muka sa a gaban mu wannan bai kai ma komi ba. Saboda haka mu kuma muna dogaro ne da Allah subhanahu wataala. Saboda haka duk wani abun da ku kuke gani za ku tanade shi a matsayin mene za ku yi fada da addinin Allah, wallahi ku tanade shi. mu saboda haka mun rike Allah subhanahu wataala kuma Allah ne ya gaya mana ko ba haka bane akan cewar zai taimake mu saboda haka mu na Allah muke yi ko mun yarda da Allah subhanahu wataala duk abin da Allah ya ce zai yi mana ko ba haka ba saboda haka muna da tabbaci akan cewar Allah zai yi mana kuma wallahi in dai kaskanci ne wannan kasa musamman ta Najeriya wallahi yanzu ne ma ta fara shiga kaskanci dan saboda haka ko ba haka bane ba ku sani kamar yande wato mai bayani na farko ya muku bayani insha Allah ba wai waɗannan ne kawai muke da burin ko baka mu zo mu zaunar da su a wannan wuri ba da kai Buharin kanka da kuma waye ne shi wanda yake da suna ‘yan Rufa'i da ma sauran senatocinku.
Well, I'll take a tweet from Murtala, who wrote, 118 days, new video shows abductors flogging passengers abducted on board Abuja-Kaduna train on March 28th. 43 passengers remain in captivity. The train was owned and operated by the Nigerian government. This will also be a part of the legacies of President Muhammadu Buhari. Well, I know that you guys had discussed this. I wanted to take some tweets if we had another one. But in another development, Ado Alero, a suspected terrorist who was recently turbaned at Sarakin Fulani in Zamfara State on Sunday during an interview, said that he was encouraged by family members to accept the chieftaincy title. Alero was turbaned on July 16th by Aliyu Marafala, the suspended emir of Yantodo, causing outrage on social media after the police revealed that he was on its wanted list over his alleged involvement in banditry. In 2019, Alero was declared wanted for masterminding an attack on a local government in Zamfara, which led to the death of over 52 people. The police placed a 5 million naira bounty on his head after the attack. The governor of Katsina State, Aminu Masari, says terrorists recruited by Alero are still killing, kidnapping, raping residents of Katsina State in villages that border Zamfara. Alero has denied taking part in any attack linked to him. I mean, this is what's happening in Nigeria. We are rewarding terrorists. I mean, he has denied claims. Other reports are saying that he, actually said that he kills people and not kidnaps people. I mean, there's so many stories that comes with this horrific incident that happened in Zamfara State where they turbaned this man who the police says is on their wanted list.
Let me take the subjects one after the other. Yes, it's true. We commented on the first part of the terrorists, subjecting their victims, the kidnapped persons, to torture. Now, they even went further, and this speaks to the reign of impunity in Nigeria and the reign of anarchy. And now chaos is enveloping different parts of the country. They went ahead to say that, look, if care is not taken, they will abduct the president of Nigeria,
yes,
and also abduct the governor of Kaduna State, including senators and political leaders, whoever they can lay their hands upon. Look at that level of audacity, of impunity, to even suggest that they could abduct the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the head of state of Nigeria, the head of government of Nigeria, which means that if the governors are not safe, if senators are not safe, if the president himself can be threatened in such manner, whether they are able to carry out their threat or not, then it means nobody is safe. So we are all at risk in this environment. And as I said earlier, government has not been able to live up to its responsibility, its constitutional duty of securing our lives and ensuring welfare. Nobody deserves to be subjected to that level of indignity and torture. Now,
what the issues are in the power sector.
He has all along lived outside this country. He doesn't even know the policy implementation or even the policy initiative. We started to, when we came in, the total generation was about 4,000 megawatts. We initiated the building of 9 additional power stations, 9. And by the time those 9 were finished, the capacity has gone up from 4 to about 13,000 megawatts. Unfortunately, no correspondent increase as far as the transmission lines are concerned. There is no way when your transmission lines cannot evacuate the power you are producing that they will not collapse. So they keep on collapsing. And these additional 9 power stations were completed by Jonathan Umaru, who was on it. He died, and Jonathan continued, and he completed them. So that's why any time there is an increase in the power generation, and then you have a transmission system that cannot evacuate the power, there will be a collapse. So he doesn't even know, because he lives outside this country. He comes every 4 years and contests for the presidency and goes back. He fails and goes back again. So what does Sowore know about this country? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
All right, we have in the studios the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore, to look at the issues raised by the PDP presidential candidate in that exclusive interview Arise News had with him. Very warm welcome, Sowore.
Thank you.
You're a diaspora now, you know, you only come in once in 4 years, and you don't seem to be abreast with the issues of power, particularly when the former vice president was in government for 8 years, 1999 to 2007. How do you react to this?
2003.
Well, he was
2000, yeah.
he mixed up a number of things, and I think it is because he is losing memory. Otherwise, he would have known that I've never, at any point in time in my life, left issues concerning Nigeria. In fact, for him and others, I was a source of news while they were in office. Happenings in their government. In fact, when Garba Shehu used to work with him as an essay, he used to send me documents from their side. I'm revealing it for the first time, so as to counter Obasanjo in those days that they were at each other's neck. And he also said that they increased electricity during their period from 4,000 megawatts to 13,000 megawatts. That is not true. The highest Nigeria ever had is 13,000 megawatts. And that was done over the period of 16 to now 20 years that they've been in power. During their period, the highest was 7,500 megawatts. And the available megawatts for the public was 3,000. When Umaru Yar'Adua came, he pushed it to about 9,500 megawatts before he died. He's right that some other developments happened. And Jonathan completed their project, and they went to 12,000 megawatts. And Buhari, in his 7 years, only added 1,000 megawatts. But all along these periods, Nigeria only had available 5,500 megawatts. Till today, it has now collapsed to about 2,500 megawatts. So who builds and generates electricity without corresponding distribution or transmission? That is where they get it wrong. So you can't be telling me that, oh, we just built all this electricity, but we don't have, transmission lines to evacuate them. Does that make sense? This is why I said these guys have no business in government. It is time for them to quit, to retire, and even face consequences of the darkness they brought into this country. But my question to him, which you did not answer, was that you guys spent $16 billion to generate and procure darkness for Nigerians. He couldn't answer that. He then started talking about the fact that I come to contest every 4 years and go back. My first time contesting in Nigeria was in 2019. I have not left since then. I have not left. I've been here since that time. But he has left each time he contested. This is going to be his 7th time contesting. I started contesting in 1992 as a student union president. Atiku also contested during the SDP primaries against Abiola in 1992-1993 transition period. He lost. I won as a student union president. When the system collapsed, it was us that took over and made sure that we fought for that mandate. Atiku ran away. I don't know where he was between year 1993 and 1999, but he never left Nigeria. Each time he contests election, he leaves. One time, if his memory will serve him right, I met him at his mansion in Potomac near Washington, D.C. It turns out that it was a place they were using for money laundering. When he was discovered, they ran away with his wife. He didn't go back to the U.S., he moved to the U.K., Then I heard they had an island in Italy.
Well, those are hefty allegations. We're not.
No, I'm not. It's not. They're not. They are
just.
No. This is election season. People.
Yeah.
No. It's not character assassination. This is election season. I'm a candidate. He's a candidate.
Absolutely.
He called Tinubu to come for an interview, 1 hour interview. I'm inviting all of them for a 1 hour interview. Obi, Atiku, and Tinubu. Let us test their records.
That window is going to open from September 28th.
When campaigning.
No. That's campaigning is different from engagement.
Let's talk about the issues here. At the end of the day, as it stands right now.